What's up guys, Cash back again, and over the weekend we got a couple of quotes from the developers for Avengers that suggest not only will development for the game continue beyond the release of Jane Foster, but that they're actively working on new hero content now. And I'll share exactly what was said and give my thoughts on it, so let's jump into it. Now, since the news broke that Square Enix sold Crystal Dynamics and their other Western studios to Embracer Group, the most common response has been everyone assuming the game would cease all development pretty soon. And I never subscribed to that train of thought for multiple reasons, but I also took notice of how excited the actual developers were about the purchase, and because they clearly have access to first-hand information, and they have made it clear they want to continue developing and improving Avengers, it just made no sense to assume the worst. But over on Reddit, someone was making an argument that because of the negative feedback Avengers received, Guardians of the Galaxy underperformed because of its association to Avengers, but they also went on to speak for the investors and Embracer Group by saying the game is dead and that it wouldn't continue to be supported, and that Jane would be the last hero added, and stood on it by saying it's an absolute fact. So first, whenever you speak in absolutes with no factual or substantiated information backing your claims, you set yourself up for a major ill. And Nick, one of the developers who's active on Reddit, responded by having a reminder set for 6 months from now, which is very interesting because again, this is someone who actually works on the game and who also has access to information that the public doesn't have, like the game's actual performance numbers, as well as the game's current and future plans for the development. And he feels pretty confident that this guy's post will blow up in his face in 6 months' time. We know that Jane is coming soon to try and capitalize on the hype of Thor: Love and Thunder, and I think she'll arrive in game sometime late June, which will leave 6 months for the devs to squeeze out the other heroes and content they have planned, which we know to be She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, and Captain Marvel, with the belief now being that Captain Marvel won't arrive until next year to tie in with the release of the Marvels once that hits theaters. And we also got confirmation that work on the next hero is being done over on Twitter from Brian, who's in charge of the system design, and he responded to the Reddit post by saying he's been spending the last 2 weeks working on the next hero design. So as I continue to say, I don't think you guys have to worry about this game as much as you think, and they're constantly working on it behind the scenes, and they spent the first half of this year reworking a lot of the game's core designs to better serve new players and keep them engaged and interacting with the game for longer. And they also confirmed that after patch 2.4, which is coming this month, that focuses on improving the rewards we earn from completing event objectives while also offering players a new path to level up to 175. Every update starting with 2.5 will offer new content, with Jane Foster being the first new hero of the year, and the expectation being that She-Hulk will follow to line up with her Disney Plus show, and the Winter Soldier will come this winter. Once new content starts being promoted, an influx of new players will come as always, and now that the game is in a better position to keep those players around longer, it can perform better in the long term, which is what the developers have in mind, which is why they invested so much time and resources towards making the game's design better. And I know this year is going in a completely different direction than most of us anticipated, but that doesn't mean it's the wrong direction. So relax and just play the game if you still enjoy it, and if you're on a break until new content arrives, then enjoy whatever you're playing and check in for updates here and there. And as always, you guys of course get your say on things, so what do you guys think of these comments from Brian and Nick? Are you a bit more confident about development continuing, or do you need something a bit more concrete and official? Let me know down below, and keep an eye out for new videos this week because there's a lot I want to talk about now that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is in theaters, and how I think Avengers could take advantage of some of the things that the movie sets up. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more Marvel's Avengers content every week. And if you're interested in picking up Avengers merch, shop with Fandominion, and make sure to use my code in the description to get an additional 10% off. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.